Hey there, my
Hey,
name is.
hello everyone. Hello, Mohammad. Welcome to the channel. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine, Georgie. How are you?
Yeah, I'm very good. Very glad that we managed to book a time for you to come and explain for us how to become open source maintainer and contributor. And you are the Grafana, one of the Grafana maintainers.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people watching that say how Mohammed became a maintainer, and also it's important to people to know that you still like finish your graduation and
No,
you're
I
already
haven't.
like a
Yeah.
maintainer. How is
I
that possible? And how a lot of people be interested to know, wow, I haven't even finished my graduation, but already, a maintainer of a project. Tell me how you did it.
so the very first thing is when you are at your university, you had to first explore what your interest is, and the same I did in my freshman year. I explored various domains: web dev, application development, and there are a lot of domains right there, right? So I found my interest in DevOps. So then I started learning DevOps, what DevOps is, how to get involved in DevOps, and then I came to know about CNCF projects and its communities. And I I spent around 1.5 years in learning DevOps through tutorials and courses and with hands-on experience. And then I started contributing to Grafana Loki. So I just heard about Grafana during my learning phase, that it is simply a monitoring tool, and it is used to monitor your DevOps pipelines. So I went into that GitHub page, and I just went through one of their projects, which was Grafana Loki, and I just filtered out good first issues, and then I found one issue, and I think, yeah, maybe I can contribute to this one. And then I started my research and tried contributing to that one. Uh, I'll show you the very first PR of mine, which which helped me to get started with open source contributions.
When I going to see that, and I just share here the CNCF link, and people don't know what CNCF is, a Cloud
Yeah.
Native Compute Foundation. And this link, you can see pretty much all the projects that are part of CNCF. And Grafana is a very popular project. What's Grafana about? A lot of people say, "What's Grafana?"
So Grafana is basically an open source software to visualize and monitor your applications, or whether it be DevOps, CI/CD pipelines, and all. So it helps you get grasp of what is happening in your application, or in your system, or in your DevOps pipelines. So it gives you a better understanding how much the resource is utilizing, and what currently is going on. Like if you want, you can set alerts, like if the resources threshold crosses, it will send you an alert and notify you that yeah, this particular service is using more resource than allocated. And you can have you can customize even your own dashboard with graphs and charts on 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 your understanding.
That's great. I mean, like a lot of people we have this buzzword that to say observability.
Yeah.
That's where we get all the
Yeah.
metrics, all the
So
logs, all the.
yeah, metrics, logs. So that's the very technical terms. I wanted to keep it simple. So yeah, this comes under observability part, and I just tried to I just try to break it down into very simple terms, which if a university student like me is watching, and they don't get overwhelmed by words, metrics, logs, and observability, what is all this? So basically, it's simply just a monitoring tool to monitor and visualize your instances, or your pipelines, or your project, anything.
That sounds good, and that means that like if you are a student, which background, what you need to get started, like what knowledge you have to learn. I had to learn at
So
least.
So the very first thing is you should know about software engineering. you should have a basic understanding on how the software engineering life cycle works. And then we can move into the basics of DevOps, and what DevOps is, how, what is monitoring, what is building, what is CI/CD. And after you have gone through a basic DevOps course, you can just try on some hands-on or some basic CI/CD pipelines projects to develop a understanding which would be beneficial when you will start contributing to open source, as you will have a little bit of hands-on experience. So when you are contributing in the real time, you are not getting overwhelmed by commands like oh no, what is this command, what does this Linux command do, and you will be familiar with the interface, though the issue is very different from the project that you have previously worked on. But it helps you to stay focused and not get overwhelmed. So when you go through any DevOps course, I'm not sponsoring or I'm just promoting any DevOps course. You can pick up any DevOps course, just complete it 100%, and mostly every one of them offers a hands-on project. So just complete that project and then just get started. It's just as simple as that. And keep learning. The main thing, keep learning, be consistent, and and if you are stuck, feel free to reach out the maintainers, and they'll surely help you out.
Yeah, that's a good advice. And also, if you need some technical, like at least you need to learn Git, you need
Yeah,
to do a
yeah,
pull
that's
request, and you can learn these in a lot of YouTube channels. There's a lot of
yeah.
you are based in India, in Pune, and
Hmm.
you have like Abhishek is there in Hyderabad. You have so many YouTubers that create amazing videos, and they're also young. They're not that they're also young developers and working for big companies already. And that's the amazing thing in India, that you can get a job very early age in big companies. And if I'm watching this from another country, you don't have to be in India to do the same. I mean, you can be in Australia or in Brazil, where I'm from originally. Any country, you can do the same that Mohammed is doing. Let's share your screen, and
Yeah.
then you show me the project and how it gets started
Yes.
there.
Yeah, so this is my GitHub profile. Uh, you can just move around a little bit to see what this is about. These are the organizations in which I've contributed to: Grafana, Cyclops UI, Prometheus Community, and many more. So the very first PR of mine, let me show you the very first PR of mine.
And you start like around 1 year ago when you pretty much
Yeah.
start creating PRs,
So
but you start before learning the project and
yeah. So
yeah,
this was the, you can see, Grafana Loki. This issue Helm chart should enable ruler sharding, issue number 8843. So since this was the very first PR, I made some mistakes in the very first or second PR. The third PR of mine got merged, but I'm showing you this because very young developers who don't have any experience in open source contributions, and they get overwhelmed. Like let me show you the issue description. You can see the issue description, right?
yeah.
It's this big. Anyone just starting out with open source contribution, he'll be just overwhelmed, like what is all this written and how will I contribute to this one? But see,
It's kind
but the
of
one,
it looks like complex,
yeah, it looks like
but
complex,
not.
but it is very simple. So you can see the labels, good first issue and all. And let me break it down for you. Just a moment. See, the very first thing is, no matter how the description or issue looks, just read through the issue, try to understand it. If you are not able to understand, try to Google it. But with this particular issue, I'll tell you everything that is required to fix this issue is already there. let me show you. So the first thing is, this is a small description about the issue, all right? And then this is the official Grafana documentation. You can you can learn about the context of the issue. So the it is about the ruler ring is used to determine which rulers evaluate which rule groups. So the very first thing is you need to know what ruler ring is, right? So when you visit this URL, you can you can go through these definitions to know what the ruler rings is. I'm not going to explain this in this video because it's not very specific to our context, but I'm just letting you know because there are a lot of things to cover, right? So it may not be possible for this video, but yeah, whatever the resources they are posting or attaching, be sure to go through it, and then maybe you can read through it to develop your understanding. There is a whole lot of architecture also given, and see
It's also
the
a good way to learn, to learn the product architectures that
yeah, yeah,
if you learn once, in one product, you'll be those architectures sometimes are used in multiple products,
yeah.
multiple projects, and then it's also a learning
see
exercise.
See, the thing is about the project architecture in this particular issue. In this particular issue, let me show you this.
Yeah, you learn the architecture.
Yeah, let
Um,
me just a second, right?
because some people think that's, oh, it'll be a waste of my time. I'm never going to use
Yeah,
these again, but it's not true. Like,
no, no, it's not the waste of time.
yeah.
You can see. Uh,
Oh, no.
this is a simple architecture, all right. I don't want to make it very complex, but
Yeah.
this is how it goes. I mean Grafana Loki. It's just you install Loki in your instance. You deploy the agents to collect logs, like it's for Promptel for Loki, and then you can deploy Grafana on your instance, and then it will visualize your data for you.
Like a database, you're going to create queries and you have all the
Yeah,
dashboard,
yeah, yeah.
graphical um, user interface that you're going to see it. And when you use that on Kubernetes, you're going to see that you get to use something like Prometheus to get, this
Yeah, sure.
collecting those
Most
logs and
Mostly Prometheus and Grafana are used together. Prometheus for scraping the data and Grafana for visualizing, and these two are very much compatible with Kubernetes clusters.
yeah. Yeah, for people who don't know what scrapping, like Prometheus is the guy that's going there when your application is going to collect, the metrics that the applications are throwing away, and then scrapping all these and send it to the dashboard, and the dashboard has kind of this data source where you can do the graphical user interface dashboards, and it's a nice project,
So this
and that's
this
how you get
screen,
started when you figure out
yeah,
all these things, and but they also have like a guideline for someone
yeah,
that never helped with like a
yeah,
project.
yeah. You can just refer to contributing.md for any guidelines. Where is this file? See, here's the file contributing.md. If you are a very new contributor or very new to this project, you can go through the guidelines, contribute. You can go through these all these points. It it visualizes the format of your PRs and how to title your PR, how to write comments in the PR, and all the dependencies, how to set up to your local system. So this is a very vast documentation. If you are a first time contributor, you should refer. It is it is a very basic practice in open source projects that whenever you are contributing to any new project, you refer the contributing.md to to educate yourself about the format and guidelines of the project.
And on the issues there, if you go on the issues, what kind of issue you recommend for them to start and how they can filter the
Uh,
labels
I
there?
would
What kind of label you recommend them to get started?
I would recommend to get started with the good first issues level. Like you can search here.
First issues
Here's the level, good first issue. You can see there are these many good first issues present as of now.
for the new contributors, and
Yeah,
okay, that's something that you with the minimal knowledge you'll be able to fix.
yeah.
And
The good first issues are the very basic one, but anyone who is a first time contributor, uh, they could get overwhelmed by reading the description of the issue. But if you'll comment like, "Hey, I'm interested in working on this issue. Could you please tell me more about it?" The maintainers are very kind and polite. They'll help you out. They'll even explain. They'll even tell you where do you need to make the changes to fix that issue. Like this one, let me tell you. l- Let me explain this to you. Like this, the very first issue I contributed to. See, I told you previously about the rings that you can educate about the context of the issues by
yeah,
reading through these docs. All right, and then just wait a second.
I think you
Yeah, and then it is so about this link is to educate you about the context of the issues, the ruler ring, and then this is about this is a little technical description on what you need to do. So he is written ruler dot enable shari defaults to false. The user is telling you that this particular parameter in the
yeah.
code base defaults to false. All right, and to fix this issue, you need to um enable this to true. All right, you need to append this in loki.ruler config structure in your helm values. Helm values is a file in helm charts. Values.yaml is a file which contains the out of the box configurations for any projects. Like let me show you that file.
Then this pull request was pretty much one single like true and false flaggy on your Helm chart to be able to do it.
Yeah, this was my getting started to helm chart
Yeah,
contributions PR.
that's nice.
So
That
so
it's
let
simple,
me
but you have to learn, the ruler. You have to learn, Helm chart.
you don't need to learn ruler. You just need to know what
Understand?
ruler is. just
Okay,
just uh, just a basic understanding. You don't need to do any hands on.
okay,
All right, so let me just open my PR and things will be more clear then. All right.
yep.
Yeah, so this was my PR.
Yeah, open this one.
First I need you to go through this description. All right,
Right.
it is this big, and let me show you the real fix of how you can resolve this issue.
Yeah,
So you can see this was only 2 lines of code change. File changed. I just needed to append this to the existing code. Enable underscore sharding equal to true. That's it. That fixed the issue.
you change the Helm chart value and the include, and you change the Docker config, and that's it.
Yeah. No, this was something uh, this wasn't required.
Okay,
I changed this in one of my PRs. Then this was uh, this was a syntax error, but I
okay.
reverted this in my next PR. But the original fix for that issue is just this one line.
That's nice.
And
And every time that you do a new PR, you kind of growing on the understanding more about the project, and become easier and
yeah,
easier.
yeah. And and I would like to tell you one more thing about the good first issues.
Yeah,
Most of the people they think like I'll not work with good first issues. It is very beginner, and I'll not learn anything from it, right? Many of people think like that, but the
Yeah.
thing is, when you resolve any good first issue, you get a much more clearer understanding on what the project is about. Though the fix is just altering one line or adding a single line of code like this one. Though fixing the issue was just modifying this line, just adding a single line, but I have learned a lot about the about Grafana Loki by contributing to this project. So never take good first issues for granted. It helps you in understanding the overall project and develops a better understanding when you will contribute to more complex issues in the coming journey of yours.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's a good advice, and never give up.
Yeah,
And you start to enjoy after a while. After one or
yeah.
two pull requests, you start to enjoy, and from that first one, for you to become maintainer, what had to
No,
happen? Like
let me show you one more thing. Just
when
one
you
last
when
thing
you do
about
your
this
first pull
issue.
request, you become like a contributor. Yeah, you
Uh,
became a contributor, and then how
yeah,
from become a contributor to become a maintainer?
just a moment. See, if you'll come here and author, you'll select my GitHub name. You can see here 17 is closed, out of which is these are merged. So, so I was just consistent. You can see I was just after I fixed this issue, I I then tried. You can see I'm not hiding anything. That yeah, every PR of mine gets merged only. Many of the PRs did not get merged. It did not, it wasn't accepted. See, this was my first two PRs which was not accepted, and
Yeah.
this was my third PR on the same issue. This was accepted, and then many of the PRs were not accepted. But I was consistent. So the following PR, but then the following PRs were accepted and merged, and these PRs which were not accepted, these taught me very much about the project on how I should start contributing, or how how to break down any issues, or just research and
Yeah, I got the idea. I got the idea.
yeah,
You learn even if you do a PR
yeah,
that's not accepted, you
you
try to
can
do
see.
something. You did it, and
Yeah, you can see I changed these many codes, but the PR was not accepted, and
yeah,
yeah, but I learned many things from it on how to break down an issue, how to research and find solutions. So
yeah,
when I learned that, then my PRs were getting were started to accepting and merged, and then I have not contributed to Grafana Loki for a while. I have been contributing to Grafana Helm charts. Let me show you that.
yeah. That's the thing in projects. Grafana is the main organization.
Yeah,
Then you have multiple
this is
projects.
the Uh, this is the Grafana page, and they have these many repositories, these many projects in their
Yeah.
repository. So this is Loki, and let me
Even
show.
Loki still have a few contributions there.
Yeah,
What's nice because it's hard to, it's a big project. It's the main
mm.
project.
I have around 7 to 8 PRs in Grafana Loki, and then the majority, see, this is Grafana Helm charts, and then the rest of the PRs are in Grafana Helm charts. You can see I just merged a contributors pull request 13 hours ago. So
Then you pretty much became the main maintainer for the Helm charts, correct?
Uh, yeah, you can say that along with other maintainers.
Yeah, that's
S-
nice. That's nice. Yeah, and the Helm charts are very, nice knowledge to have and to maintain like a Helm chart like that, you need to really understand the whole thing
Yeah. So these
because
many
the Helm
PRs
chart is
are,
pretty much installing, the application.
yeah, people find it a bit difficult because of the coding Helm templates. But yeah, once you get hold of it, you would find it easy. So these are the these are the 24 closed. These are 24. I have closed successfully 24 PRs in Grafana Helm charts, and out of which
Yeah.
some of were not merged. You can see that this was not merged. This was, and all these were closed. So I was just consistent with this, and then I reached out to a maintainer. Like you can see this PR. See,
That's great.
I
I think
I
we got the idea, and you got the idea that you now became like a maintainer where you really,
yeah,
not
you can
just
see.
creating PI, helping to manage the project and managing, the new
Yeah,
contributors that come.
I opened a PR like this. Like I have contributed several times to this repository, and I have attached all my pull requests. All right, and then all my contributions in Loki. You can see that, and I've also contributed to Prometheus community, and these are all the PRs of Prometheus. So I showcased all of my work in one PR, and I wrote a little description like I would like to step up and help in maintaining this chart, and I mentioned some of the maintainers, like if they approve of, then I'll be happy to maintain these charts. So then the maintainers approved my pull request, and then I was added as a maintainer. It was just a month ago, but I have been
Congratulations!
contributing
I
to.
think it's amazing. Everyone watching, and you can do the same. Mohammed did it, and
Yeah,
like you said, you're still finishing. You're going to finish your graduation very soon when you have all that experience already.
yeah,
And that will be very important for your whole career. I'm pretty sure it'll be amazing for you. And I want to follow your career and see, wow, how that was important. And how even this video here, sharing this with the community was important for your whole career.
and one more thing I would like to share about, people look out for perks in whatever they are doing, right? So Grafana specifically has a program for their contributors, especially. It is called a Grafana Champions program. Let me show you. Grafana. You can see
And you
this.
are Grafana champion as well. You
Yeah,
became
yeah.
Grafana champion before you became a maintainer.
Yeah, I was selected as a Grafana champion before, and then I was selected as a maintainer. You can see this maybe Grafana hoodie. Is it
Ah, nice. There's a
is it visible? A
not
logo.
not really. No, a little bit more up. But I can see the logo there. I can see the the,
Yeah,
the top of the logo. Yeah,
yeah. So
nice. They send you like that.
yeah, I received the welcome kit from them on becoming a Grafana champion. So you can go through these descriptions to learn what Grafana champion is about. I'll make it simple for you. Like if you are contributing to any of the Grafana projects, and it's not just contributing to their code base, you can refer to their contributions. Yeah, like if you are writing any blog post on Grafana, you are talking on a podcast, like we are talking on a podcast right now, so this will also be considered as a contribution in Grafana Champions program. If you if if you create video tutorials, if you help people out in their forums, uh, and if you educate people in conferences or meetup codes, and this one contribute code of to which I'm basically contributing to. I'm mostly contributed I'm mostly contributing to the technical side of these projects. I'm contributing to code base, and these are all the things that they consider as that they consider as contributions. And after you have several contributions, you can apply to their Grafana Champions program like this. Become a champion, and then you need to fill out these details. All right, they don't ask you for your resume.
Yeah,
Rather they look out at your GitHub, LinkedIn, or your professional profiles. Like they basically look your skills and work. Look for.
that's great.
And
That's great. And you get the swag and you get some
yeah,
benefits there. And
and you
look,
can refer the benefits. These are the previous Grafana champions.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that if there is anyone watching that want to become a Grafana champion, start helping, contributing, and in some stage,
Yeah,
talk with the maintainers, Mohammed, to help you to get there. And you
you
see, it's
can.
open for anyone that really wants to embrace and help, the project. Not just Grafana, any CNCF project, but if you want to help Grafana, I'm pretty sure that the maintainers will be more than happy to welcome you. And
I know,
that's great.
and
I'm gonna show your LinkedIn as well. People want to follow
yeah,
you and ask you something. And now you're in trouble because you record here. You have you have to answer all the questions, and
yeah.
but I'm pretty sure that you'll be happy
So
to do
this
it.
is my link. This is my LinkedIn profile. So if anyone wants, they can follow me and they can ask any specific questions about open source if they want. This video was not very much to the technical side, so I didn't dive deep into the technical aspects of open source contributions, but I just tried to give the overall roadmap on how you get started, how you be how to be consistent with your contributions, and how to showcase your contributions so that the community so the community believes that, yeah, uh, if you become a maintainer or an outside collaborator in their repository, you would not break down their code. That's the main thing.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. And then thanks so much for for sharing these. I'm going to put also my LinkedIn here. That's probably the best way to follow me. I'm a cloud developer advocate at Microsoft, and I work with all these cloud native. We have on Azure. That's the logo of my channel, the Azure tie, and we on Azure we also have Grafana like as a managed service that so you can have Grafana with Prometheus and Kubernetes. That's what I work with, we at Microsoft. And yeah, Grafana is very important. It's a very nice project, to help and even to understand how that works. Um, as a Docker captain, also you can run Grafana locally as a Docker containers on your local environment and have all the Grafana is open source project. Thanks so much, Mohammed, for for showing that to us. And look forward to hear more. If any in the future have anything technical that you want to show, I'm more than happy to record and we get together again.
Thank you, Jolie.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.